Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Factorio Industries. We left off working on a train station to handle the bringing in of stuff for the nuclear processing. We're bringing in some sulfur so we can make sulfuric acid so we can mine the uranium, which we've done. And we brought in, or we have a train here ready to bring in more uranium later, at which time we'll actually get rid of this station. And we also added in some iron, or we also talked about bringing in some solid fuel. So we need to add another station onto here for later crude oil extraction and put in a fuel station here. The alternative we talked about was actually making solid fuel here using the oil that's here. I'm kind of leaning back in that direction now, because all we really need for that is a refinery, a few chemical plants, pump jack, and then some assorted pipes and stuff. Hey Phasing, welcome to the stream. So let's see, a couple of pump jacks maybe. We can take 10. Refineries over here. We just need one. Convenient. Got plenty of those. Pipes. Underground pipes, probably. Maybe a stack of those, or... yeah. And probably have enough of those. I think that's good. Let's see. Belts we're doing okay on. Maybe a few more. We did talk about switching to red belts, didn't we? We will. Eventually. Alright, let's do it this way instead. That we don't have to bring in another train full of fuel for basically minuscule reasons. Oops, there's a pipe there. Oh boy. I also, before we started tonight, I went over and grabbed what was made of the modules. Because once we get started with Kovarex, you know what? We need centrifuges. That would be good. Actually, once we can start refining the uranium, I want to have modules to try and make it as productive as possible. The other thing we could look at is beacons. There's that pipe again. Right, there we go. Okay. Excuse me, car. Beacons. Where are the beacons? We don't have them yet. What do they take? Advanced circuits, electric motors, concrete, and steel. Okay. What was I here for? Oh, the nuclear. Just in the side mall. The annex. Let's see. We need not that many of those. Maybe half of those. Right, that's that. What do we have in the car? Plenty of those. Maybe we should grab some concrete. Electric motors. Circuits. We need some more red circuits. Some more concrete and some steel. I'm just going to handcraft a bunch. Nope, that's plastic. Doggone it. I don't want a bunch of batteries. Oh man. That's 4. No, it's not. Well, here, batteries go back in the car. Here we go. Holy cow, we have a lot of electric motors. Steel. We burned through those motors. Let's make some more, or grab some more. Let's see, we made 17. And more batteries. Doggone it. Alright. That'll be good. Get that out of there. Let's see. We got a lot of garbage. Alright, let's head back to the new stuff. So, the last time I pulled up the blueprints that I have, that I got from Catherine the Sky, and they work great, but I think it would be better to set this up manually, just to kind of talk through it in case anyone's watching who might want a little bit of a nuclear power tutorial. Wait, but first, we need to do this a little bit. Alright, so a refinery. This is how you make a tiny amount of solid fuel. Let's see, how do I want to do this first? So the most efficient way to make solid fuel is with light oil. What's 5? So heavy oil we're going to crack into light before we make it into solid fuel, but the petroleum gas we're going to have to just make into solid fuel. So let's just go under that assumption there. And let's say we want to use this line. One. And this one. And then we need to take the heavy oil and crack it into light because it's more efficient to do that. 5 collisions. Is that all? And then we need a refinery. I think I built this backward. What is that? Oh, AAI's got a different recipe. Interesting. I did build it backwards. Okay. I mean, and I can't really straighten it out much. But we will, a little bit. Okay, so this one goes, nope, I did the wrong recipe again. This one here. This episode? Yeah, I'm not surprised. We'll just do this like this. We'll have one on one side, one on the other. May not be perfect, but actually won't matter because it's going on one side of the belt anyway, so take that out. And let's see. This will connect directly. This one, I might need to move this a little bit. Yep, I need to move it. Oops. Okay, that'll connect directly. This will connect to wherever I bring the water in, which I probably don't have the stuff to make another well. I don't. Nope, I don't. That one actually could go under the refinery, like that. That would help. Let's see. I think maybe that far. This one. Because this needs to go... Yeah. This needs to go like this. And then this one needs to come over here. Like that. There's probably a better way to do this, or a tighter way to do this, but... That can go there. Go like this. And this can go to wherever we put this pump. I think maybe we'll just do a couple, maybe 3 of these right now. That. Alright. So, autosave. Thank you. And we just need the water. And a pipe right here. Alright, now we need to find a rock. I don't want to go back to the base to find some stone. Really? No rocks? How does that even work? Alright. Junk laying around. We crash their ship. Fortunately, we only have to go this far. There. Just for fun, I'll grab another stack. I'm an idiot. We have water right here. Alright. That's on fire. That's good. Okay, that's going. And that's going. Excellent. Alright. You do your thing. What do we put in here? Wood? Yeah. You could take the wood out of there, I suppose. Load it back into the car. And use it for circuits later. Okay. So now that's done. We can actually start with... There's another one. Look at that. Another collision. Alright, so processing uranium. Start just a little way away here. It's pretty straightforward. This first part is. Just bring a belt in. But I want to put in the modules I brought. And this can come up this way somewhere. Thank you, Phasian. The reason I am using the modules is because any bonus we can get in making the light green, we need to take it. It's a nightmare to get. So any bonus you can get a hold of, you need to take. And we can get a hold of it by using the modules here. So, I'm going to add a few to this. We have 11 modules left. Maybe that many. And I didn't put any inserters out here. Yeah, we have 3 modules left now. And I can put speed beacons on this. Yeah, we need a tracker for that, I guess. I could speed beacon this, and that would help a lot. But at this point, well, how is power doing, actually? Power's fine. So we could do it. Let's do it. We have 18 speed beacons we could use. Where my beacons go? There they are. So whenever you're beaconing, make sure the first one you put down only overlaps the first machine by 1. And that the last one is overlapping by 1. Actually, I shouldn't have done it this way. Alright, well, put that back. Hold on. I messed this up already. I'll let it process out. And then I need to do this right. The right way to do it is to not put a space in between for power poles. I did it like that instead. Yeah, I think that'd be good. No, can't do that yet. Gotta wait. Okay, now we can go. Nope, can't use that one. This one. Take all that out. Take this one out too. And then do it this way instead. And I realize I have extraneous inserters here. That's fine. And the reason you do this is because the beacons have an overlap range. No matter where that one goes, I guess. And you want to make sure that you have... Actually, that one's perfect. This one's too many anyway. Perfect. And one more for out here. Because if they're not staggered, then they don't give even amount of boost to each machine. Why are you stuck? Because you can't output. Right. Alright, so once we do this part of the process, then we need to... do we research Covarex? I think we did. See. Yeah, we did. Alright, well, first thing we need to do is dump all this into some sort of storage. Because it's a lot. No. Man, I am all messed up today. Did I bring any? I did not. Of course not bring any of these. And another few. Really, I only need a couple. Well, I should do the last two then if I'm going to do just a couple. So, I'm doing a filter inserter so that I can sort these by their type. That way we can hopefully gather some of the U235. I think that's what that one is. Ooh, we got one already. Yes. Meanwhile, while that's doing that, I want to do this differently. I think... Actually, I don't know which way I'm going to go with that yet. So all we're going to do here then is toss it back out onto the belt. And then we need to set up our Covarex. And the Covarex has a couple things for it. So, first of all, it takes 40 U235 to get it started. And 5 U238, which we'll have plenty of. During its processing, especially if it's fully productivity moduled, it'll produce 1 bonus and then eventually 2 bonus U235s by spending 3 U238s. So we need to be able to bring in a belt of both, and then we need to output a belt of the surplus U235. And we can do this. I didn't bring any stack inserters either, did I? I might have some of those. Yes, I do. Awesome. So there's a few different ways to do this. Yeah, I'm just laying... This isn't permanent. There's a few different ways to do this. One way is you can you can add to the machine using a slower inserter like this from the supply belt, and then you can use these and do like some sort of a sorting thing where you store up the excess, because you have to output everything. So this is, you could like store up the excess or the outputs and then feed them right back into the system, so that you were outputting, say into chests like this, so that you were outputting all the stuff that was made, and then pulling it all right back in. But that's that can kind of be a little bit overkill, I think. I mean, it works great, but it's also it's also expensive in terms of the materials you're using and the effort you're using. What I find is easier is just to have a stack inserter bringing in stuff from the supply belt, and then have a stack inserter outputting onto the output belt, and then a stack inserter picking back up from the output belt. Sometimes it'll miss some, but most of the time it works. And for the amount that it doesn't work, I don't find it that worth it. Just want to make sure that the inserter picking up is after the inserter putting down onto the output belt. Otherwise, you'll end up with a mess. But you'll end up with too much. Everything will pass by, and then you'll have to come back around again, and you don't want to do that. So that's kind of my idea for this. Let's as Phasey mentioned, let's not put this right here. Let's leave a space for some beacons here. And I'll actually just place a beacon so we have the space for the beacons. And actually, this might be a good place just to put the input belt. We can bring it like this. Like that. How many do we have? 3. Oh boy. Big spender. Alright, and then probably should just start it up here. And put these in. I'm only going to set up one machine doing... Oh, jeez. That was bad. I'm only going to set up one machine doing Covrex because I don't have enough productivity modules yet. But let's... and we spent all the speed modules too. Yep. So... this can go in. And then we want... we want our output belt to go like this. Somehow. Maybe I can move this around a little bit. Because what I want to do is actually merge this in using a splitter. But this is in a bad spot. Let's take this out one more. Lots of stuff. Nope. I need a red splitter. Well, this is way overkill for this, but I mean, yellow belts would be more than fine. And I want to do an input priority from the right. So anything that comes out of here gets put back into storage. What are you buying for $1? Do this. And then try this again with the stack inserters. One here. One here. One here. Well, I won't put that there actually. So this is just going to pick up what it has available to it. Once it's finished, it'll start out putting all 43 products onto this belt. And then this stack inserter should pick up pretty much all of it right away. stick her all right back in, except for that one, well, eventually, that one extra U235. Now, meanwhile, this one is going to actually pick up some. So I'm going to swap this out to be a blue inserter. Once we load, well, we'll just do it anyway. So that way this is slower, so it doesn't pick up as much stuff while this one's doing its work. And that's kind of the idea. Actually, you know what? We could even do a yellow inserter, just to make it as slow as possible. In order to get this thing started. So, I must have the rest of them. Nope, I do. Okay, we have 7. Oh, look, we got stuff and things. There we go. Okay, you make that kind of stuff and things. Trim the tails off. Go. Alright, so that's going to take time. And I could put stack inserters here, but it would be way overkill. Because, as you can see, there's not enough speed here to make a difference. The blue inserter is more than keeping the machine full. Alright, so I don't necessarily want to even turn this on, let these guys loose, until we have the 40. Because, well, for one thing, I'm gonna hand load them, but forgot I need one over there too. But that can go ahead and do its slowpoke maneuver. That's fine. But once we have more modules, I'll extend this. I need to go turn the modules on again before I can have more modules. Alright, so that's all of that. Would what even hurt? Letting him free? No, but I'm going to probably make some nuclear fuel out of it. So, I don't know. I guess not. I guess that's a valid point. And actually, you know what? That could go like that. Because they could just chill in there and I can go steal them from there too. It doesn't really matter. Alright. So that's going to take a while to run. In the meantime, because we need to stockpile all of that U-235 first. So in the meantime, we could start building a nuclear plant. Hopefully we'll have, by the time we're ready to use it, it'll be ready to be used. If not, we could go and harass some more biters. So I didn't gather any of the stuff we needed. So honestly, the real reason I didn't use Catherine of Sky's design is because it's huge. And I don't have the modules or, well, mostly the modules for it. And I would do it without blue belts too because I don't have blue belts made. So, but the concept is the same. I'm prioritizing, and actually she's prioritizing the opposite. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should switch that. The priority insert. So this is also based on pre-priority splitters. So there are no priority splitters in it, which makes this which would make this much simpler. So, yeah, my thing with the blue belts is, until I'm smelting, like electric smelting, I don't really see the point in blue belts because you can't fill them with a belt of ore or belt of with a standard length of smelting columns, which means you'd have to add 50% to it. And at that point, I don't know, you might as well just... I don't remember how much we needed, though. I guess I could use this to tell me how much I needed. 4. Doesn't matter. 160. 100 and... 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Uh, 48. 80. And it is, like, once it gets going, Corvex is completely overpowered, so you're eventually just not going to really need it. I mean, her thing is set up so that it shuts itself off at a certain point because it's overpowered, and once it gets too full, then it... Oh, geez. There's another one phasing. And another one. Look at that. Pretty soon you're going to have to take your shoes off. Does that one count? I don't know if trees count or not. So, there's another one if that counts. Yeah. Yeah, for sure with the nuclear bombs. I just like to use it just because then I don't have to refine as much uranium eventually. And the wood is full. The inventory is full of wood, whichever way you want to word that. Actually, it's full of a lot of things. And items on ground now, because... Yeah, that. Here we go. It does, too. So, if you're trying to babysit this thing, then you'll see that eventually it has to get to 80 U-235 and 10, which is why there's 12 in here, because the inserter's got a stack of 3, before it lets any on beyond it. So, most of the time when I'm setting this up, I end up babysitting it so that once it gets started with the 40, I grab the rest out and drop them into the next one. Alright, so this is kind of where I wanted to build my nuclear power plant. Probably kind of right around in here. I'm just going to go ahead and use Catherine's layout because I would build it the same exact way, so we might as well just use it. But I want to make sure that I'm putting it at a good spot so that we don't build over... Oops. So don't build over this oil. Well, it's going to be a while before we get there, so it'll probably be fine. Let's see. I wish you could zoom out further. I think that's a good spot, right about there. Oops, there we go. So, there are sort of self-contained, kind of tightly laid out versions of this. I don't really care for them. And actually, I'm going to change the belts too. But that are kind of no, because I have water wells. I don't build near water. I don't care. Actually, but I need some more stone to build some more water wells. But so anyways, so this is some people build nuclear power plants, so they're kind of like contained in a little cell, and they don't. But then they're not expandable. Like they build them for 4 nuclear reactors or 6 nuclear reactors or however many nuclear reactors, and then they build another one, and then they build another one. I prefer the chain method, where you build them in a row together, and you just keep adding on to it. So what I like to do though with the belts, and actually I'm gonna use yellow belts because this doesn't need to go very fast, is I like to put the nuclear fuel on one side. Let me make sure I do this on the side that I want it on. I want it on the inside of this loop. So it doesn't really matter, but I want it on the inside. And then I don't know what that means, Phasian, sorry. Let's see, go out one more. Did I say something crazy? And then I'm just going to, well, I don't think it needs to be that far over then. Like this. And just side load onto the inside of the belt the good nuclear fuel from our nuclear fuel processing. Right. And this is more than close enough. And then we also need to split off. So maybe I did want it out one. Well, you know what? We'll just do it this way. I want a splitter here that is priority to the right with the used up uranium fuel cells. They'll go back for reprocessing. So what this does is we bring a belt in of uranium fuel cells. They get loaded on the inside of the belt loop. And then they just kind of go around in a circle and until the belt fills up. And then the nuclear reactors have them ready and available for them here. Then when they're done, when they use it up, they output the used up fuel cell on the outside of the belt, and then they get split off here. So when we're ready to make some nuclear fuel, I was there already. Here, ooh, we need iron plate for this, so we can steal some of that from what we're making for the sulfuric acid. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, I get you now. So we can make how many of these we need. And then what are we out of? We're out of pipes. Oh, right, there's so many pipes here. I should have gotten more pipes. Here. We'll just make some. The old-fashioned way. Tick, 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 tick. There we go. There you go. Excellent. Okay. So I need to go get some more stone because I need to make some stone water wells. I totally forgot about that. We only have enough to make 2, and we need 4. And we already had 1 made, so we need to make 1 more. Holy cow, we're using a bunch of pipes. Wait a minute, why are you making... Oh, because I'm making pipes. Okay. Okay, make the pipes. Time to make the pipes. I already made the pipes. There we go. So, I suppose we could talk about ratios. That would be a good idea. Ooh, that'd be nice. I will do it like this. So for every 4 nuclear reactors, you want, so 1 nuclear reactor produces 40 megawatts of power. In order to consume the 40 megawatts of heat energy, come back up here, right about here. So each one of these produces, where are we at? 40 megawatts of power. In order, as heat energy, they consume it from the nuclear fuel cells. By the way, so you can see it says consumption. It converts the 40 megawatts of energy from the nuclear fuel cell to heat. You consume the heat in 10 megawatt blocks by using heat exchangers, and then those convert the heat into steam, and then you use steam turbines to convert the steam at 5.8 megawatt increments into electricity. So for every for a single nuclear reactor, you need 4 of these, and then you need about 7 steam turbines. It's 6.8 or something. I could do the math. Whatever 40 divided by 5.8 is. Yeah, 6.9. So you make 7. Nuclear reactors that are connected to each other, full side-on connected, so they share 3 of these little nodes with each other, they get a bonus. So this one produces 40, this one produces 40, this one produces 40, this one produces 40. But when you put them next to each other, they get the same amount of energy they normally produce, again, for each neighbor. So now, instead of each one producing 40, each one produces 40 for itself, plus 40 times 2 neighbors, so that's 120 megawatts each. Times 4, that's a 480 megawatt plant right there. So if we come down here, we know these each consume 10, so that means we need 48, which is how many we have. And then if you're doing 480 megawatts, and you divide that by 5.8, you end up with 82.75, so we'll call that 83. And I usually call that 84, just because it makes, and this is actually only 80, so I would prefer to add 4 onto this, because this isn't quite a full consumption. I usually go rows of 21, so I'll actually change this and add 4 more, but I don't have 4 more with me, so we'll leave it alone for now. So that's kind of how this math all works out. And the math also works out well because each of these heat exchangers consumes, each of these steam turbines consumes 60 per second. Oh, that's why. Right. Okay. It consumes 60 steam per second. Each pipe can only provide 1,200 water per second. So that's why there's only 20 steam turbines. So actually, this doesn't quite use all of the energy that the nuclear plant provides. Because you're not feeding it enough water to make it work out. But in order to feed it enough water, you'd actually need a 5th line with 4 in it. So it's not really worth it. All right, so let's look at how much U-235 we've gained. 15. So we could do this. We could set up... How do I want to do this? Maybe up here. And a splitter. We could do this... Oh, I'm not going to put the splitter there. So we could do this a couple different ways. We can just go ahead and make this stuff. Where's it at? Right here? Go ahead and make this, start up our nuclear plant, and be done with it. And eventually we'll have enough U-235 to get Kovrak started. The problem is, though, is if we do this, then we have a few U-235 that sits here, and also we're going to have a belt full of nuclear fuel. And I don't know, I'm not all that thrilled about having this massive belt full of nuclear fuel. So I think I'll wait on starting this up until we have this kind of going, and then start it up later. The other thing we need to do that I almost forgot is, in order to use a nuclear power plant, you have to connect it to power. So even though we're not using it yet, I don't want to not be using it either when we fire it up. And I knew this was going to happen. That's why I was going to bring in solid fuel. But I think we'll make enough here that we can just run a belt of it out. Maybe here. Let's see, hold on. Nope, one more back. And let's see. That'll be fine. And then that'll insert like that. Because we need train fuel. There we go. I suppose I could have done it the same way I did this one. With the side load thing. Or with the box. But it'll be alright. There we go. Now we have fuel for trains. I'm going to put some in this one, though, because it's going to run out soon, and it's not going to load enough. Oh, that's on manual anyway. Never mind. What do you have? You have 11 coal. Alright, well, these guys are going to sit here for a while anyway, because they're not unloading much. Alright, so do we want to go harass some biters? I think we should. Nope, you need to go over there. Because I want to bring in a belt of iron here, too, eventually. Alrighty, so let's go. I think we should go and clean up some more of the nearby biters. The ones in, like, our box here, not counting this corner. And then we can go and harass the big biters and see if we can't lose. Let's just kind of start up here and go and pick on them. And we'll let Kovrex run. Yep, almost straight up. Did I bring the tank? I did bring the tank. Nice. I think I still have some rocket fuel, too. I do. Awesome yet. Alright, well, we should actually park this car someplace a little bit more accessible. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter a whole lot, but maybe I'll park it down here by the, at least a little bit by the base. That was another hit phasing in case you missed it. Alright, we'll just park it down here by quartz processing. And then we can grab the tank. Anything else we want to leave behind? I think we should leave behind much of this stuff. Because I could end up losing it all. Oh, I want the tank, though. We'll go with that and this. Ooh, definitely that. So you had to take your shoes off? That would take you so long? I don't really care. There we go. Alright, take this ammo with us too. Alright. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop. Make sure I'm armed to the teeth here. I am. Okay. Let's go. Try and thread the needle. The good thing is with the rocket fuel, we're actually doing 67, 68 kilometers per hour, so we're hauling. Pretty fast for a tank. Collisions don't count in a tank, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Only in the car. Because actually in a tank, they're good because you can run over the biter bases and stuff. Alright, well that one's done. Thank you, autosave. Right. Go right through the middle. Why not? Why not? We have lasers and shields and tanks and all kinds of stuff. Oh, look. You're dead, too. Yeah, sorry, they don't count. You can't count them because you want to destroy things with the tank. That's the point. Well, half the point. The other half the point is to not get destroyed yourself. But who's counting? Right through the middle. Right down there. There we go. Oh, we missed that guy in the end. Pew pew. Dead. Right. Let's see. And we probably should stop and heal up a tad. There we go. So I'm going to make sure we go and get our artillery supplies before we actually harass the big biter stuff, but I want to clear the rest out of the way. Was that is it marked? It is marked. Okay, good. We should collect some more of those science droids too at some point. Might be a good next episode or one after that. Collecting stuff like that and working on more of the mod features. And you guys are gonna die. All of you. One by one. There you go. There you go. Oh, one more left. There we go. Okay. Watch out for power poles. This one's a little big. And there's a rock there. That's always nice. No, don't stop in the poison tank. One object is being damaged. Oh no. And there you go. See that one over there. I might also be aiming for the trees with the tank. Might. I see you, little biter. There you go. Ooh, blue spitters. Nice. They too shall die. Ooh, two biter bases right next to each other. Isn't that fancy? Got them all. Good. This one. That'd be as far west as we need to go. Circle back around, destroy a couple of rocks. There we go. Right through the middle on this one. love the sound effects nowadays. Zoom in close, you can hear them really good. There we go. Alrighty. Dead biters. The only kind of good biters is dead biters. Ooh, still some worms alive up there. Fix that. Fixed. Okay, let's see. Straight down. Yeah. We probably should heal. A little bit. Wouldn't be a bad plan. There we go. Alright, so straight down. Those two, and then that one over there. And all we really have left is a couple on the super outskirts and that big ugly corner. Which is going to be awesome to clean up. Finally clean up. Those aren't on the map. We'll get them too. They asked for it. Just ask them. Ooh, this is a nice big base. Look at that. And we'll probably skirt this one a little while. Work our way in. Taking a tiny bit of damage. Not bad. Ooh, a big, fat, juicy one over here. Little greenfield kind. There we go. You guys can come with us. Look at that. I'm being inclusive. Where are you guys running for? Scared? Use me trees. I have biters to kill. More trees to kill, biters to kill. And that one down there. Then we can check what the pollution cloud looks like. I definitely don't want them evolving too fast either. That's a surefire way to get them to evolve fast. Yeah, I probably should have healed before I came to this one, just to be prudent, but we'll be fine. Okay. Let's break. Look at the pollution cloud. Oh, we probably should clear a little bit more out here. And out here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, you done? Good. So we can do that, and then we can go back to the base. We can pick up our artillery. Do some real damage. Use me trees, coming through. Right. Wonder who killed all these. Oh, yeah. We did. This is kind of why I don't like biters. Because in the early game, they're a genuine hassle. Like, they're too tough. And then, once you get to this point, they're too easy. Like, they're just in the way. So I'd rather just not deal with them at all. Because I'd rather just have them be... I'd rather have not that piece of the challenge, the production challenge, rather than have the two difficult biters at the beginning of the game and then it being basically simple at this point. Because other than just kind of driving around, I'm not really having to do much. Hey, look, there's a big old rock there. Let's get rid of that. Or let's move around that one. Okay. So that's everything but that corner. On that side. We could come out here and do a little bit more on that side. We have to kind of go that direction anyway to get the car. Yeah, we'll go over there and make sure we clear the pollution cloud out. How many trees is that? Let's not plow through our nuclear power plant. My luck, this mod would be one of the ones that adds the, it might be, I don't know, adds the exploding nuclear power plants. No, I don't think so. Oops. Sorry, I just punched the microphone. There's a little bit up here. A little more than a little bit. Go ahead and clear them out. Nice iron patch. How big is that? 60 million. It's a nice tight 60 million. Alright, that one's little. Oh, we got stragglers. Go back in there. Okay. This one down here is just begging me to come down and pick on it, so I'm going to go down there and get this last one. Is that one marked? It's not marked. Wheatley, there's Gladys. They're not really Gladys, but well, I might as well be consistent. Oh, look, there's another one, too. And since this one's so close, we'll kill it, too. Alrighty. So that's all the biters within the pollution cloud. And now we can go pick up the car. I think I'll probably go and turn the modules back on. Because we're not doing science anyway, so we might as well spend the base's resources on something. Oh, we got a ways to go. Not up there yet. Let me do a little balance here. Not going to be super perfect or anything, but dang it. There we go. And I might help it pull from both sides a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't really pull evenly though. Oh well. One's already out. Okay. Oh, we could check on our Kovrex, or our Kovrex, see if it started yet. It has not. This is Wally living dangerously here, driving a tank through a nuclear power plant. Where are we at? 25. Okay. Yeah. There's the car. Thread the needle. There we go. Okay, get your clicker out. Could have gone through back up there where I had more room. Look at that. Didn't hit one thing. Yet. Alright, so 10 of those, sure. Maybe not anymore. And almost 100 of these. Can't hold that many. I knew that. Problem is, the car can't either because I got it full of garbage. Dang it. Okay, let's go down here to wooden green circuits. There we go. I'll throw a bunch of garbage in these garbage boxes. All of this. None of that. Alright, you guys can go in there now. Need the lasers, this armor, this, that, sure. That. These. Probably these, those. We'll keep those. Nope. How did they get so much stone? Oh, from driving over it. Huh. Okay. Get rid of those too. In the mall. Oh. Wait a minute, I didn't clean out the rest of the car. Oh, that was all that I didn't clean out. Alright, just leave it there then. Okay. These go there. And we'll get as many more artillery shells as we can carry. That's them. Still have our tank, right? Yes. How much fuel do we have left for the tank? just the 4 solid fuel. Let me get some more fuel. Did I see? No. We'll play with the big biters for a few minutes. I can't pick any of that up. You know what? Here. Solid fuel. You're full. You're all full. You're awful. Here, let's put it right there. Just like that. Alright, now I can at least pick up a stack of this. That's a stack. Wherever it went, that was a stack. Yeah. I'll get another stack. Offload some of that ammo into the car. Alright. Suppose I could use my trash slots too as storage, but then I'll come back to the base and the bots will go insane. Losing their minds. Alright, so let's drive out to our kind of staging area where we left the laser train at the last time. And we'll build up some defenses out there. And set up our artillery. I want to try to get it in range of the big biter. Or the big spawner. That would be nice. Okay, here's our power line. There's some lasers. Our staging area copper patch right here looks like a good spot to stop. Artillery. What is the range? Can I see the range without putting it down? No. Alright. Do this then. They're all in the car. Oh boy. Like that. Okay, there's my line of defense. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna take these out. Can't. Did I drop on the ground? Hey, look, there they are. Oh boy. Alright, scared the crap out of me. Maybe I'll put some more of these down. Die, worms. Where's my tank? That might be good to have, too. It's good for armor. Nothing else. Alright, so what kind of range? Can I see these guys' range? Oh boy. Look at the biters coming in. Excuse me, car. Sorry about that. Go up here and help. Look, there's more biters coming in. Oh boy, we ate through those shells too. You guys got this? I believe in you. How did I get so many in there before? Are you shooting that too, or no? Oh, I know how I did. I did that. 15. We've torn through all those shells already? Oh boy. Those didn't last long. They've got a pretty good range, so they must have already killed this then. Shall we go exploring? And see? No, they haven't. Oh, yes, they have. Wow, are there a lot of biters over there? Go pick on some of them. But not all of them. Maybe we'll just, like, kite them over here to our defense line. Get some help with the defense. There we go. Kiting the biters. Is it dead? Oh, that was a bad choice. There we go. Kite the biters. Before I go be too adventurous, let me get rid of the expensive stuff out of here. That's the most expensive. Yeah. Ooh, some of them took some damage. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Look at all that. Tasty goodness. Ooh. Fight that big group of biters. Back here. Are we out of nanos? No, we're not out of nanos yet. We got another 100 stack of them. You biters really can't path very well, can you? Oh boy. That's got a lot of hit points. That's a lot of hit points. We should clear some of these trees. Oh, they're destroying stuff. They are not happy. It's gotta be those worms popping up. Yep. Oh boy. They've got a longer range. That's not good. Let's not turn right. Let's turn left. There we go. turn where I go crashing into my own stuff. That wouldn't be good. Medium worms. I put all my lasers back away. That was a bad choice. Let me go get some of those out. We'll start with 50. All right. Another strafing run. We're doing some damage to the thing, though. Look at that. Kill some trees. Kill some fighters. I could help, I suppose. This thing was just a little bit smaller, it would be within the range of making just a complete solid circle without much. Alright, I need to get out of here now. Lots of biters. I am to get out of here and go heal up a little bit. Oh boy. Worms. I'll stand here and heal myself and them. There we go. Okay. That's rearm. Blow all these grenades. Oh, it's interesting. Oh no! Got it. All right. Three cheers for killing the giant spawner. Now we need to clear some biters out of here. I didn't know if we were going to actually pull that off tonight. Why are they still crust bursting? That's not good. Why are they still popping up after we've killed the thing? Hey, look. Daylight. Hey, Ghoul Hunter. Welcome to the stream. We finally have daylight. And then nighttime hits. Of course it does. At least I think that's what happened. Alright, now let's just do some regular old biter clearing. The old-fashioned kind. Kill all the biters. That's a lot of biters there. Look at that. They're like eating my iron, too. At least there's not any worms. Worms are the worst. Oh, a couple more spawners in here. And there's one down there. And then we can just kill all the biters. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. We have daylight. Morning has broken. Alright, let's just go and do some more cleanup. Why are you guys still bursting? I don't understand it. Maybe because I need to finish clearing everything out? Hopefully. There's some worms there. Some worms there. Kill the biters. Run away, biters, run away. Oh, there's a couple back there. Where are you guys going? Back to home. Well, we're just gonna have to come out here and kill you guys then. That's just all there is to it. And I probably should heal after this patch. There we go. A couple of biters over here. Stragglers. Pew pew. Pew. Be one back here. There it is. Oh, it's not dead yet. Now it's dead. Okay. Looks like they might be done crust bursting finally. That's good. So you guys. Kill all of you guys. Oh boy. That's a lot of worms. Oh no. Drive faster. Drive faster. Drive faster. Don't slow down. Let's go straight south for a little while. Yeah, that's a lot of junk. Oh, we got a problem to fix. At the old oil base again. Alright. Heal up again. I hate trees almost as much as I hate biters. Alright, let's get back in here now. Clear these biters out. My tank loves trees, though. Loves them. Every single one it hits, it loves it. Good, there were some stragglers out there, but they're no longer there. That's a big old base right there. Skirt along the outside, maybe. That'd probably be smart. And cut right through the middle. Good. I probably should have healed before I did this one. If we're smart, it won't matter. If we're dumb, it won't matter either. Alright, park the car, or tank rather. Get this healed up, and then we'll clean this last base out. Which the artillery already did a decent job of. Decent. There we go. Okay, now we can clean up this. Brakes. There we go. And there. Back we go. Back to the old homestead. Warning has broken. Like the smog might still be clearing. Okay, that's the last one. Now we need to go down here and see what this needs. And that might just be our last task for tonight. I never turned the modules back on. Do that first. Since they're right here in our way. Talk about planning. That probably wasn't the best idea. Forgot I wasn't in the tank anymore. Counting those, Phasian? Alrighty. So, you are down here. What do you need? Plastic, copper, and green circuits. We already have enough of this. We have green circuits in the car, I think. And we have plastic nearby because, well, we're here in the oil base. Oh yes, we have green circuits. I don't know what the flickering's all about there. Let's see, 150 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that was 10. Can't even count. And then 131, we only grabbed 93. Okay. 52 should be more than enough. How many is that? 119. Yay, we did it. No explosions this time. Okay, who wants the leftover plastic? You do. Good. Hey, Phasian, are you gonna... Did you want to stream tonight? Let's go check on our uranium processing and see if we have any... If we have Kovarex started yet. Oopsie. Okay. Ooh. We have Kovarex. Awesome. Just started, too, because there's only one extra in here. So it picked up all of the U-235. I think it missed a couple of U-230 like both of the U-238s, but I'm not going to sweat that one. Because this one can easily load the ones we need in the amount of time it takes this to process anyway. So now that we have that, I'm more willing to set this up. Let's see, this one. Yeah. So that new ones can come in here and get made into that. Means we can sneak a belt of iron over here. I think before I do that, I think I'll do this. And output priority to the right. And let's see, where do I want to go through? Maybe right around here? Nope. Here. Perfect. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Of course it is. I'll just move it. There we go. And then I want to bring it outside of, let's assume we have 3 beacons right there, or beacons right there. Bring it in this way. And I'm just going to do a yellow belt. Coming? Yes, you are. Good. So, I think this is where we're going to leave it tonight. We have Covrex started. We should have some modules that we can go and get and bring out here. We'll do that next time. We'll expand the Covrex, and we'll also start making some nuclear fuel, and then start up a nuclear reactor. All right. So I think I saw someone go live. I did. Alrighty. So we're going to go raid my friend Desmodian, who is playing Minecraft. Alright, so thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for chatting. Welcome, Ghoul Hunter, to the stream. I don't know if you've been here before or not. I don't recognize your name, but if you're new, welcome. If you're not, thanks for coming back. If you are new and you haven't followed yet, please consider following so you can get updates for when I go live. And if anyone is considering further support, I do have some support options on the subs command and the support command. So thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you tomorrow night for Oxygen Not Included. Bye everyone.